13. Okay, good morning. Today is January the 8th. What I need for you to do is to get out your data folder, and I need for you to open it to DGP 13. Now, our technology is down today, therefore, we will be doing everything by pencil and paper, okay? In your data folder, you're going to want to open it up and find DGP week 13. What we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and work through all 5 days, okay? And when our technology works again, then you will go back in and you will input all of your information into the computer. Now, I feel fairly confident that we probably will not be at school tomorrow, okay? Due to the weather. We are going to prepare to not be here. Okay, so I need for you to make sure that you are paying attention to everything that I am saying. Now, I'm also trying to prepare you for the days that I will not be here. Okay, so on a typical day, you should come into my class, have your computer out, logged into Schoology, and what is the first thing that you should check every single day? The calendar. Okay, so even though you do not physically have a computer out in front of you, I have my stuff working, so I am going to pull up Schoology and go through the steps with you. Okay? Now, you need to click on your English class. Sam Frank, you need to turn around. Now, I'm recording so the video just caught that. Don't make me say anything again, okay? Now, you need to click on your English class, which is going to be second period, okay? And then you're going to see right here where I have 2023-2024 ELA class calendar. This is what you should click on every single day. To make it bigger, click on the blue letters above, and it is going to open up. Now, when I am out and you are here with a sub, this is what you are going to check every single day for your assignments. Now, I have already gone in and edited this due to our technology not working correctly today. So our objective is going to be students will be able to use hyphens, dashes, and ellipses to examine the use of conventions of standard English grammar and usage in writing. IXL recommended skills, ELA 10 minutes, ELA only. You must show growth. We are on our way to scoring 4s on ACAP. Now, we're not going to be able to do this part today because you don't have a computer in front of you. DGP 13M, Schoology, third 9 weeks, week 2, Monday. I'm also telling you how to access every single assignment, so there is no reason for you not to know where to go to get your work. Kalia, please turn around. Now, the third thing we're going to do is dashes, hyphens, and ellipses. Okay, this is standard 17A. We're going to take some guided notes. Now, I have already given you the handout that you are going to fill in today as we go. Here is the note about the internet being out. The internet is out today. We did all of the DGP in your data folder. We took notes together in class on guided notes and completed pages 133 and 145 in your Grammar Plus workbook. Now, slides 8 and 10 are due today before you come to class. You cannot work on them in class. They are due before coming to class. So I hope that you got that done. Your homework. You are going to have homework tonight. Okay? Grammar Plus workbook, pages 133 through 138. Now, if we are absent from school tomorrow due to weather, this is going to be your homework and your assignment for tomorrow. I will be taking it for a grade. You will have to do it. Okay?
Is it a major grade or a minor grade?
I will see what I want to do about that. Now, go back up here to this DGP 13M Schoology third 9 weeks, week 2 Monday. Okay, I'm going to put on here major test on Friday. So on Friday, you are going to have a major test on this sentence. Now, here is the kicker. You will not be allowed to use your data folder. All right, you are going to have to take this test from your knowledge bank in your brain. Okay? So let me say that one more time. You have a major test on Friday on DGP 13. Even if we are out tomorrow, because we're going to do all the work on it today, you will not be allowed to use your data folder. All right? You are going to have homework tonight. Grammar Plus Workbook, page 133 through 138. All right? Everybody with me? Okay, so I'm going to go back into Schoology. I've shown you how to pull up the calendar. I'm going to go ahead and pull up your DGP 13. Now, we are going to approach this a few words at the time, okay? Here is your sentence. It says, I set the table at the Anderson's house on Saturday. Now, this sentence contains two prepositions. All right, this sentence contains two prepositions. What is the abbreviation for a prep? P-R-E-P. Okay, so I want you right now to identify the two prepositions in your sentence and write the word prep, P-R-E-P, above those two words. Okay? Now, Peyton, what is one of the prepositions in this sentence? On, okay? Kalia, what is the second preposition in this sentence? Peyton has already said on. What is the other preposition? Shh.
I was asking, what did you say?
And I'm asking you what one of the prepositions in this sentence is.
What did Peyton say? On. You gotta say the second one.
Jaden Jackson, what is the second preposition in this sentence?
The second preposition beside
Peyton. At. Okay, so the word at and on are your prepositions. You need to write P-R-E-P above those two words. I do not need to hear you talking while we are doing this. Now, I also want you to look for the two article adjectives that are in this sentence. Kalia. All right, the. How many thes do you have?
Two.
Okay, so what do you need to write above the two thes in the sentence? Art. A-R-T. All right, now that we have identified our prepositions and our article adjectives, we are going to next look at our two common nouns. All right, there are two common nouns in this sentence, okay? Joseph, what are the two common nouns?
Table and house. Bro, what are you talking about?
Table.
Table
And house. Yes. Okay, table and house. Now, what is the abbreviation for a common noun? A little n. So above table and above house, you need to write a little n. Above table and above house, you need to write a little n. Now, we have one proper noun. We have one proper noun. Brantley, what is the... close.
Saturday.
Saturday. Okay, Saturday. What is the abbreviation for a proper noun? What is the abbreviation for a proper noun? A big N, a capital N.
Uppercase N.
Now, shh. I tell you what, let me pause this real quick. Now, we have Anderson's house. What part of speech is the word Anderson's? It is a noun. It is possessive, okay, because it is showing ownership. But not only is it possessive, it is a possessive proper noun, okay? So we need to write POS big N above Anderson's.
I thought it was an adjective because it's like it's describing whose house it is.
All right, it is a possessive noun. All right, now we are down to I and set. Okay, I is a pronoun. Is it first, second, or third?
First.
First. Okay, it is a first person singular pronoun. Now, is it functioning as the subject of the sentence? Is it functioning as an object? What is this function as? It's functioning as the subject. Okay, so therefore, it is a first person nominative pronoun. First person nominative pronoun. All right, and then set is what we are doing. Okay, this is an action verb. Is it in the present? Is it in the past? Or is it in the future?
Present.
Past. Okay, it is something that I have already done. All right, action verb past. All right, now for Tuesday, okay, I need for you to listen and listen carefully. The first thing that I want you to do is underline the simple subject one time. I want you to underline the simple subject one time. Now, the simple subject is who the sentence is about. In this sentence, the simple subject is also the complete subject. Now, above the simple subject, what should you write?
S.
S. So above I need for you to write the letter S. What does that stand for?
Simple subject.
Subject. Okay, simple subject. Now, just one S. All right, I set who or I set what?
What?
Table. Okay, I can answer who or what after the verb. That means I have a direct object. Okay, so table is my direct object. What is the abbreviation for a direct object?
Do.
D-O. Okay, so above table on Tuesday, you need to write D-O. Now, being I have a direct object in my sentence, that means that my verb is going to be transitive. What is the abbreviation for a transitive verb?
VT.
VT. Verb transitive. VT. All right? Verb is set and it is transitive. VT.
The verb set is transitive because the verb set is transitive because it's a direct object.
Okay. Now, you have two, before I go to prepositional phrases, what is the complete predicate of this sentence?
Set the table.
House. Saturday.
Set the table at the Andersons' house on Saturday is the complete predicate. How many times do you underline the complete predicate?
Twice.
Twice. So right now, underline set the table at the Andersons' house twice. Okay? Now, you have two prepositional phrases. What do you need to do to your prepositional phrases on Tuesday? Put them in parentheses. So go ahead right now and put those in parentheses. Okay, 2 sets of parentheses. At the Andersons' house is in parentheses, and then another set of parentheses on Saturday. Now, a prepositional phrase has to contain what at the end?
Object of preposition.
An object of the preposition. Now, an object of the preposition will always be what part of speech? A noun or a pronoun. Okay? So, in the prepositional phrase, at the Andersons' house, what is your object of the preposition?
Saturday.
I said in the prepositional phrase, at the Andersons' house,
It's house.
what is the object of the preposition?
House.
Now, what is the abbreviation for an object of the preposition?
OP.
OP. So above house, you need to write OP. All right, now, on Saturday, it needs to be in parentheses, okay? You have to have an object of the preposition. An object of the preposition will always be what part of speech? Noun or pronoun. All right, what is the object of the preposition in on Saturday? Saturday. So what do you need to write above the word Saturday? OP. Now, both of these prepositional phrases are telling when or where I set the table. They're modifying the verb set. They are not describing how I set the table. They are modifying when I set the table. When you have something that tells when or where, is it an adverbial prepositional phrase or are they adjective prepositional phrases? They're adverbial. Both of these prepositions are adverbial prepositional phrases because they tell when and where the table is being set. Okay, so ADV prep phrase on both of them. You have to identify both phrases as adverbial prepositional phrases. All right. Once you have that, we're finished with Monday and Tuesday. We're going to go on to Wednesday. Okay? We're going to go on to Wednesday. Now, what is the first step that you should take? Put brackets. Okay? You need to put brackets around your sentence. Now, does this sentence contain a subject?
Yes.
How many?
1.
Good. Does this sentence contain a verb?
Yes.
How many?
1.
1. Does this sentence express a complete thought?
Yes.
How many? 1. Okay? One subject, one verb, one complete thought. Okay? One subject, one verb, one complete thought gives us what type of clause?
Independent clause.
All right, an independent clause. So put your sentence in brackets, write independent clause, dash. Now, one independent clause gives us what type of sentence? A simple sentence. A simple sentence. Now, just for giggles, if I had 2 independent clauses combined with a coordinating conjunction, what type of sentence would I have?
Compound.
A compound. Okay? All right? But this sentence is a independent clause, simple sentence. Now, what is the purpose of this sentence? Is it to make a statement, ask a question, give a command, or exclaim something?
Exclaim.
Make a statement.
Oh.
All right, this is making a statement. Sentences that make a statement are called what? Declarative. What is the abbreviation for a declarative sentence? DEC. Good. Now, we are finished with Wednesday. We are going to move on to Thursday. All right. On Thursday, we are responsible for capitalizing and punctuating the sentence. Okay? What word or letters need capitalizing in this sentence? I, Saturday, Anderson's. Okay, so I, Anderson's, and Saturday need to be capitalized. Now, what else do you need to do to the word Anderson's?
Put apostrophe.
Apostrophe S because it is showing
Ownership.
possession. All right, and what do you need to put at the end of the sentence?
A period.
A period. Shh. All right, your diagram. In the first box, okay, this is your horizontal line. This is your horizontal line. This is your first vertical line. What always goes to the left of the first vertical line? The subject. Okay, so you need to look back at Tuesday and you need to figure out what the subject of your sentence is and write it in here. Okay? Now, to the right of the first vertical line, what always goes next? Your verb. Okay, so you need to look back at Monday and you need to figure out what your action verb is, and that is going to go in this blank right here. All right, I don't want you to say it out loud. I just want you to answer it. Now, if your line has a vertical line that intersects the horizontal line, that means that you have a transitive verb, okay? So your direct object is going to go in this box. You need to look back at what we did for Tuesday to determine what your direct object is, and that is going to go here. Now, if you look at your direct object, there is an article adjective that comes before that direct object. That is going to go on the slanted line right underneath the direct object. You're going to write that word right here. Okay, so let me go back. This blank is going to be your subject, verb, direct object, article adjective that is describing your direct object. All right. Now, up underneath your verb, you have two slanted lines. Okay, we're going to look at the sentence in the order in which everything comes. On slanted lines, what always goes on a slanted line?
Preposition.
The preposition. Okay, so what is the first preposition in this sentence? At. So at is going to go on this slanted line. Now, on the horizontal line, off of the slanted line, what always goes on it? The object of the preposition. Okay, so the object of the preposition of the first prepositional phrase is house. Then you're going to put the and Anderson's. Okay, it goes in order of these boxes. In order. Anderson's house. Now you have another prepositional phrase that is slanting off of the verb. Okay, what is the second prepositional phrase in the sentence? On goes on the slanted line, and what goes on the horizontal line? Saturday. Now, when our technology is back up and running, okay, that is going to be on Wednesday because we are for sure not going to be here tomorrow. They just sent an email, okay? So, I do not need you talking though. Now, When you come back on Wednesday, you are going to have this information ready to roll. We're going to have to go back to Monday's folder to complete it, though, okay? All right, what I need for you to do now is go ahead and take out the guided notes that are on your the green sheet that I passed out. What I'm asking you to do does not require you to talk. What I'm asking you to do does not require you to talk. All right. Now, does everybody have a green sheet? Anybody missing the green sheet?
No.
You need to make sure you have something to write with. Okay? Now, this is a skill that is new or that should be new to you that you haven't been taught yet. Okay? All you have to do is listen, follow directions, and fill in as we go. All right, so dramatic punctuation, dashes, ellipses, and hyphens. The objective is I can put the correct type of pause into a sentence. All right, levels of pause. Here we go. A, full stop. Okay, this means that you are completely ending your sentence. To end a sentence, you have to either put a period, a question mark, or an exclamation mark. Okay? You are filling in the blank. Full stop. Period. What goes in the blank? What goes in the blank? Question mark. And what goes in the next blank? Exclamation mark or point. Okay? B, medium pause. This is going to be between phrases and clauses. Okay? Colon, semicolon, and a comma. And then we have a brief pause to show a breath, hesitation, or emphasis. A dash, ellipses, or hyphen. Okay? A dash, ellipses, or hyphen. All right, can I move on to the next slide? All right, ellipses. Now, I'm going to tell you kind of like I told my last class. When I was your age, I honestly do not remember being taught this concept, okay? But since going to college and since teaching y'all this information, I have tended to use it a whole lot more now that I understand it, okay? I taught myself pretty much. Now, listen. What you are going to realize is that you're going to start noticing or picking up on these ellipses when you are reading stuff, okay? Particularly when you're quoting something or you're reading a nonfiction work, or sometimes even when you're reading fiction, you're going to notice that ellipses are used for hesitation, okay, or for a pause. Don't confuse with an ellipse in math, okay? An ellipses and an ellipse are two different things. Now, these are used to show, number one, dialogue, okay? Make sure that you have A. On number 2A, it's an ellipse, and it is spelled differently. Make sure you get all of that. All right? Okay. Dialogue is a hesitation, a pause, an interruption, or ending. Example, are you sure? Okay, and if you come and ask me a question, I might say, he went that way. Like, I had to think about what I was going to say, okay? You would use an ellipses there to indicate that pause. All right, now, number 2, citing direct quotes. When you want to skip some words in a direct quote while citing and just show certain parts of the quote, you use an ellipsis. Okay, skip the beginning. You're going to put the quotation marks and the ellipses at the beginning, and then you're going to put what you want to put, a period, and close your quotes. Number 2, skip some of the middle. You're going to put your quotes, the beginning of the quote, your ellipses for what you're omitting, and then over the moon, you're going to put the end, put a period, and close your quotes. All right, for number 3, C, skip the rest. Skip the end. The cow laughed as he jumped. Okay, we don't know what happened after the cow jumped, so we're going to use an ellipses and close the quote. Jaden, I hope y'all are paying attention. All right. Dashes versus hyphens. Dashes versus hyphens. Now, you have an N dash, okay, EN dash, only one dash. It acts like the word through. Okay, only one dash, and it acts like the word through. It goes with prefixes like pre, okay, pre-World War II, pre-pay. It shows a range of items, May through September. Instead of physically writing the word through, I can use an N dash, okay, to put that. June 30th through August the 2nd, I can use an N dash to indicate the word through. Pages 146 through 159, instead of writing the word through, I can use an N dash. Now, there's something called an M dash. It's 2 dashes together. Okay, and these can be used for bullet points, interruptions in a sentence, appositives or non-restrictive phrases or clauses like a comma. Number 1, no one, not even the CEO, saw it coming. Now, on your piece of paper, it says teachers not included in the video. If you ever get confused about an N dash versus an M dash, just remember, how many humps does the letter N have? 1. Okay, so that's 1 dash. How many humps does an M have? 2. Okay, so an M dash needs 2 dashes, and an N dash has 1 hump, therefore it needs 1 dash. Okay, I would highlight that, put a star by it, okay, or something, so you know that that is important and is there to help you remember. Now, hyphens connects 2 words that are closely related and function together as a single concept. Okay? Hyphens connect 2 words that are closely related and function together as a single concept. Toll-free phone call. 2/3 of a cup. What is 2/3?
2/3.
A fraction.
Oh.
All right, it is a fraction. So when you have fractions, even in math, you are going to use hyphens, which is a part of English. All right, well-being, 19th century author, Miss Washington Jones. All right, Now, what I need for you to do is I need for you to get out your grammar plus workbook.
I left my.
Get out your grammar plus workbook.
Okay, bro.
You already have one? Have y'all done one?
Yes, ma'am, but we took our pages out.
Okay.
You told me to look it up.
We already have the big
What
books.
page?
Okay. Have y'all done a lot of that?
Yes, ma'am, we did the M, we did the M, the diary, the couple, and the message.
Okay. We did this and that. I haven't done the answering. All right, you're going to open it up to page.
Tell me the page.
Yeah.
You got the page.
She tried to flip me off.
Bro, she said pig.
We gotta turn it right.
Yeah?
In the head.
You said I can.
What are you down? You got 2 bottles.
Yeah. All right, page 133 is where I want you to go. Page 133. All right, page 133. Make sure that door gets shut all the way. All right, page 133. Now, using hyphens, okay? All right, so what we're going to do is, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to scroll down to the bottom here or the top, okay? Using hyphens in numbers. All right, using hyphens in numbers. Now, we are going to actually take a couple of notes at the bottom. So I want you to look at the bottom of where it says hyphens under C. Shh. All right, on your green paper. On your green paper. All right, now these notes come from the top of page 133, okay? Using hyphens in numbers. Use hyphens for numbers 21 through 99. All right, use hyphens for numbers 21 through 99. Turn the other way. You have a green piece of paper that you are supposed to be writing this down on. At the bottom where it says hyphens, you need to be writing this down. If you need to borrow a workbook and a piece of paper, I will let you do that, but you better make sure that your workbook is at home because you have homework tonight. If you need to write it on the back sheet, that is perfectly fine. The notes that I have that says use hyphens for numbers. Now, if you come to my class without your materials, you will be in at break. So from this point forward, that Grammar Plus workbook better be in your bag with your data folder unless you want to stay in at break. Shh. All right, use hyphens for numbers 21 through 99. Use hyphens in fractions used as adjectives, but not in fractions used as nouns. Use hyphens between a number and words used as modifiers. Use hyphens for repeated modifiers, 2/3. All right, now what we're going to do. Okay, let me back it up. Shh. All right, now we're going to answer page 133, okay? 1/3 cup. What do we need to do to write this out?
Put a dash right in between
1/3 cup. And it's not a dash here, it is a hyphen.
Yeah, that's the word.
All right, 40-minute wait. Where are you going to put a hyphen?
After 40.
40 and minute. Okay, 3/4, a 3/4 majority. 3
After 8.
hyphen quarters. All right, 55 chairs.
After 5. 50 minutes.
50 hyphen
Yeah.
5.
Did you not write that out as like 55?
No. All right, 89. EIGHT dash 89. Oh. All right, I want you to do 6 through 10 independently. I want you to do 6 through 10 independently. Shh. What? Can we get this done? All right, 1/4 tablespoon. Between 1 and 1/4. All right, 29 stores.
20, and then you got the 9. The hyphen.
20-9. 33 cars. All right, between 30 and 3. 3/4 mile. All right, between 3 and 1/4. All right, and then 62 employees. All right, between 60 and 2. All right. We're going to scroll down to B. Okay. You're doing using hyphens and compound numbers and fractions. You're doing the same thing that you did up above. You just have sentences that you have to read. But you're still only hyphenating what needs to be hyphenated. You do not have to write or type the whole sentence.
What's that?
What?
Shh.
You're chopping it up.
All right. We're going to start with number 4. All right, what do you need to hyphenate?
37.
37. JJ, I need for you to turn around and look at the screen. Turn around. All the way around. I don't want you looking back this way at all. All right, number 5. The baseball began after a 30-minute delay. 30 minute. All right. Number 6. 91 homes in the city are currently for sale. 91. Number 7. The library bought 45 new books. 45. Good. Okay. Number 8. The restaurant can seat 72 people.
72.
Good. Number 9. 81 votes were cast by proxy.
81.
And then number 10. The recipe calls for 1/4 cup of almonds.
1/4.
1/4. All right. I want you to flip over now to page 145.
Wait, what page?
Page 145.
Jesus.
That's a pretty big jump.
I don't know if you can tell it.
No, 146.
All right, on page 145.
Black out there, she got 145.
All right, page 145, using the ellipsis, okay? Or ellipses. All right, directions said, read the items on the line, write whether the ellipses are used to indicate an omission, a pause, or an incomplete statement. Okay, so we're going to look at number 1 here. It says, the ship battled against the rough seas for hours. And on the next day, the captain was finally able to determine their location. Now, this one is omission because it's talking about the rough seas, but it doesn't tell us any more information about the rough seas. It jumps straight to what happens the next day. Okay? So something was left out here. Now, number 2, could we meet? That is a pause. They're thinking about what they want to say. Okay, I'd like to take the job, but incomplete statement. All right, the horses trudged on, and hours later, the settlers finally reached the remote mining town. Now, omission, okay, because it doesn't tell us what happened during the journey. It tells us that they were taking a journey and that they made it. Okay, but we don't know what happened during the journey. All right, number 5, we need to fix the software before tomorrow's presentation, or else. All right, incomplete sentence. Number 6, we will attend. Don't you agree? Pause. Hello. Hey, good. Yes. Okay, can I call y'all back in just a second? Yeah, let me call y'all right back. I'm in the middle of doing something with my class. Okay, thank you. Bye. Okay. Part B, recognizing the purpose of an ellipsis. Okay? We're doing the same thing. Well, maybe. Pause. All right? Whatever you were thinking, incomplete. No, that's not possible. Pause. Good. Number 4, I'm just not sure where I left my phone. Pause. Number 5, well, I don't know yet. Pause. All right, number 6, to complete the project, we'll need markers, poster board, and incomplete statement. Number 7, I wonder. Nope. Incomplete. How about incomplete? Number 9, you may disagree, but I know I'm right about this. Pause. And then number 10,
Incomplete statement.
Incomplete statement. Brantley, had y'all already done these?
Yes, ma'am.
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
Dang, she's smarter than us. She's smarter than us now.
That means we're ahead of it.
Yeah, that means. I thought we were
Like,
talking. I thought we
I'm
were.
two chapters ahead of them in math.
I thought we
Really?
were more better than you.
Dang, we're coming
I thought we were
for
more better than this whole time.
Okay.
You thought we better.
All right, now, this is what I need for you to write down. All right, I need for you to go on each page. Okay, starting with page 133. All right, we've already done this one, but I want you to write at the top of it homework. Okay, homework. Then I want you to flip over to page 134. And I want you to write homework. Page 134. Okay, today is 1-8 through 1-9, and you're going to write homework. Page 134. Homework. Page 135. Homework. No. All right, listen. Hey, listen. Right now, do not open your mouth. Do not mumble. Do not say a word. Do not turn around and look. I need for you focused on what is coming out of my mouth. Okay, I'm going to say this one more time. Page 133, page 134, page 135, page 136, page 137, page 138. All right, you are doing pages 133 through 138, 133 through 138, page 145, and page 146. Now, listen. Hey, you have 10 minutes left before it's time to go. Now, listen to what I'm saying to you. Okay, tomorrow is a virtual day. So, yes, that probably seems like a lot of work, but it's really not a lot of work. And it is extra practice for what we did in class today. Now, I do not need to hear any comments from you. I am going to take this for a major grade. So if you do not do it, you will be in a mess. Okay? You have to do the work. It is in your workbook. So there is no excuse of, I don't have a computer or I don't have technology, because you have what you need. There is absolutely, positively no reason for you not to get this work done. Now, you have 10 minutes to work on it in here in class. I have already done 2 pages with you. Okay? I do not want to see you turned around talking. I do not want to see you looking at the person beside you, behind you, or even in front of you. I want you working on what is in front of you. Okay? Get busy.
So tomorrow is like for sure virtual day.
Tomorrow is a virtual day, and you have been instructed from the superintendent to have an assignment to work on tomorrow. You have plenty of work to keep you busy. Now, the message from central office said it should be on Schoology. I have stuff on Schoology, and you have this workbook. You get your work done. Okay? The only thing I'm really worried about is you getting the workbook pages done. That's what you have to do. That is what will be for a grade. All right. Also, if you were absent last week, I took a grade on everything we did. So you need to go back and you need to look at your class calendar and you need to figure out what it is that you missed. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now that it is IXL B and IXL A. You have to do all of A and all of B 1 and 2. Now, the goal is for you to get a 100. You have to get at least a 70. You have to get at least a 70. Also, I sent out on Parent Square there were several of you that said, I don't have a computer at home, whatever. 99.9% of you have a cell phone, and guess what you can do? You can download the iExcel app on your phone. There is no excuse for you not having the work done. Now, I don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear it. Okay? So you figure out how to get your stuff done. Sit down. Sit.
Look, 1980s.